Hello everyone, hope all of you are doing well. In today's session, we are going to discuss on the topic the structure of plant cell. When we were discussing on prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell, we had studied that in eukaryotic cell, the nucleus will be well organized, and for example, we use that in plants, in animals and in fungi, we can found this type of cells or eukaryotic type of cells. So, when we are going to discuss on the structure of plant cells, there will be definitely presence of a well organized nucleus. To study the different parts of this plant cell, at first we have to draw a diagram, then we will discuss the different cell organelles which can be found in this plant cell. So there will be presence of a cell membrane which will be semi-permeable in nature. Due to this semi-permeability, this is cell membrane. Due to the presence of this character of the cell membrane, they will allow only certain selective particles to enter inside this cell. Outside this cell membrane, there will be a presence of another layer which is considered as cell wall, and this cell wall will be absent in animal cells. There is a difference between plant cell and animal cell. This cell wall can be made up of cellulose or hemicellulose, or sometimes can be depositions of lignins also. This is the cell wall. Cell wall. Inside the cell membrane, there will be presence of cytoplasm, and in cytoplasm we can find the well organized nucleus and certain cell organelles. This is the cytoplasm portion. Inside the cytoplasm, at the center portion, we can find a enlarged structure of a nucleus or enlarged nucleus. This nucleus is well organized as it has nuclear membrane. It is nucleomembrane, and in this nucleomembrane there is a presence of certain pores. These pores are called as nucleopores. These are nucleopores. Through these nucleopores, there will be certain proteins and nucleic acid can pass through. Inside this nucleus, there is a presence of large nucleolus. This is nucleolus. And within this nucleomembrane, inside this nucleomembrane, there will be presence of nucleoplasm. In this nucleoplasm, we can observe that there is a certain fibers or fiber-like structures which are called chromatin fibers. And this is a well-organized nucleus. From this nuclear membrane, there will be a presence of, or inside this nuclear membrane, from the wall of the nuclear membrane, there will be a presence of endoplasmic reticulum. We will draw another endoplasmic reticulum. This endoplasmic reticulum can be of two types. If there is a presence of ribosomes on the walls of the endoplasmic reticulum, then they are called as rough endoplasmic reticulum. As due to the presence of these ribosomes, the outer wall will appear as a rough surface, and this rough endoplasmic reticulum will help in the synthesis of proteins. And if the ribosomes are absent on the wall of the endoplasmic reticulum, then they are considered as smooth endoplasmic reticulums, which will help in the synthesis of certain lipids. In this whole cytoplasm, there will be presence of certain organelles which will be membrane bound. As we know that the plant cells are autotrophic in nature, they can conduct the process of photosynthesis. In plant cells, we can also find plastids. These plastids can be of three types: chloroplast, chromoplast, and leucoplast. We will study in details about these different types of chloroplast later. So, here we are drawing chloroplast, which will help in the process of photosynthesis. These are the thylakoids which are present inside this chloroplast, and this chloroplast will help in the process of photosynthesis. There will be presence of another cell organelle, that is mitochondria. This mitochondria, it is a double membrane bound cell organelle. It is considered as the powerhouse of the cell. It is considered as powerhouse of the cell. This is mitochondria. As the process of aerobic respiration is going to take place here, it will produce energy and it is known as mitochondria. Here we can found another cell organelle, and this is Golgi bodies. This Golgi bodies will present in scattered condition in this cytoplasm of the plant cell. We have to remember that the concave surface, this is the concave surface of this Golgi bodies, will always face towards the nuclear membrane, and the convex side will always face towards the cell membrane. This Golgi bodies will help in transfer of, or they will carry certain enzymes and hormones to the different portions of the cells, and also it can secrete certain elements outside the cell. This is Golgi body. Golgi bodies. This Golgi bodies of the plant cells also called as dictyosome. Dictyosomes. Inside this cytoplasm, in the cytoplasm, we can find certain small balls-like or small pocket-like portions, organelles. These are called lysosomes or spherosomes. Lysosomes or spherosomes. They will contain certain enzymes, and these enzymes will help in the digestion of certain cellular elements. In the cytoplasm of this plant cell, there will be presence of a large vacuole. There will be presence of a large vacuole. This vacuole, the wall of this vacuole is made up of a thin membrane, or this is known as tonoplast. Inside this large vacuole, there will be presence of certain waters, minerals and enzymes, and this is known as cell sap. This is cell sap, and there will be presence of a large vacuole in this plant cell. In this animal cell, we can also find some vacuoles, but these vacuoles will be smaller in size. There will be certain cytoskeletons also. There will be certain cytoskeletons. These are the cytoskeletons. And Other cell organelles which we can find in this plant cell, such as chloroplast and Golgi bodies, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, and we can also find some microbodies in this cytoplasm. These microbodies are in this microbodies we can consider these lysosomes or spherosomes also. So there will be certain microbodies. It is the complete structure of a plant cell. Here we have discussed different cell organelles which are present inside these cells, and in the next sessions we will discuss about the complete structure of this cell organelles in details and also their functions. This cell will provide protection to this cell. The cell membrane will be semi-permeable in nature, and the nucleus is well organized here. The smooth endoplasmic reticulum and rough endoplasmic reticulum will be present here. There will be presence of chloroplast which will help in the process of photosynthesis of the cells. There will be presence of certain Golgi bodies and mitochondria also. And there is a presence of a large vacuole. Inside this large vacuole, the portion is known as cell sap, where waters, minerals, salts, certain enzymes will be present. Thank you.